Mr. High School Holla, coming to you live from Fort Worth. I'm here checking out the Northside Steers, and with me, I have Coach Turner. Coach, thank you so much for allowing me out at practice today.
Not a problem. You're welcome anytime.
All right, Coach Turner, just talk about how the Steers battled with COVID last season.
We did pretty good all the way up to the end of the season. We were able to handle any positive cases, make sure that we social distance within the locker room throughout practice, especially on the field, and then throughout the games in the locker room and other areas. Unfortunately, we were cut short because we had several cases amongst the coaching staff and the kids. But we still finished and had a pretty good season, and we qualified for the playoffs for the second year in a row.
Second year in a row. Let me put something else on that. More respect on that. Second year in a row. Northside has not been back-to-back playoff appearances since the 30s. So just talk about putting all that together, Coach, in that class.
Man, it took a lot of time. That senior class that we had last year, they were pretty special. We had a lot of good players. 4 of those guys are actually in college right now. They were led by Dawan Lofton, who's at Virginia Tech. Those guys, they competed against each other as 8th graders at opposing middle schools that both come to me. And I remember having a conversation with them like it was yesterday, letting them know that if I get that entire team, they're going to do something special. And by the time they were juniors, we were able to get out and finish second in district that year. And we qualified for the playoffs for the first time since 1979. Then we were able to follow up again their senior year and finish with a 7-1 record.
So how important is it to just get on the ground floor with your 8th graders? Because it seems nowadays kids are going anywhere. So how important is that to make sure that you're linked to your middle schools?
It's extremely important because that's where the relationships start. That's where we get our kids from. We got to make sure we get down there and talk to those guys early. Build those relationships with them, communicate with them constantly, and then trust. We have to learn to trust each other. We have to trust them, and they have to trust us. That's the only way they're going to come up here and actually want to play ball for Northside High School. It's good that we're winning games and everything. We're going to the playoffs and we're getting a little bit of notoriety. That helps because that allows those kids to see us on the news or see us on Twitter or several other places so that they understand what type of school that they're coming to play for.
So with that, looking back in retrospect, still, one of the younger head coaches, I say that respectfully. Are you surprised with the success that you have been able to have here out in Fort Worth?
I can't say that I'm surprised because I was always taught that hard work always pays off. I've never known somebody to work hard and not pay dividends. I knew that I had a good class with those guys last year, and I knew that we were going to do something really good with them. Hopefully we can just continue that success, and we're looking for another playoff run this year.
So speaking of continuing that success, who are some of the student athletes we need to watch out for, Coach?
Kevin Ortega, sophomore quarterback. Margarito Salazar, who's also a quarterback, will most likely end up starting at corner. You got Marcus Miles. Marcus Miles is looking to take over Dawan Lofton's position and have a big year. We have an offensive line that are all sophomores and juniors led by Jesus Hernandez at the center position. You got Diego Reyes, who's a first-team unanimous all-district safety. He's a phenomenal player. And alongside him is Irving Lopez, who is also a safety. But our biggest guy on defense will be Julio Jaramillo. Julio is a stud. He was a freshman last year on varsity, and this year he's just playing faster than everybody else. So we're looking to have a pretty good offense, but I believe our defense is going to take a big step this year and keep some guys off the scoreboard.
Defense is going to be very physical this season, like has always been these past few years. And some of the teammates that will be helping us out lead this defense is Julio Jaramillo and Brandon Gondaro.
On offense, you can expect impressive catches, explosiveness, and many other things. Like, for example, my quarterback, Kevin Ortega, and running back, Michael Alvarado.
So when everyone in Fort Worth and all in the DFW, when they see the Northside Steers on Friday Night Lights, what can they expect, Coach?
We just want to give everybody a good game. I can't really say what they should expect because on the offensive side, we're going to take what they give us, and then on the defensive side, we buckle down and play ball. We're just looking to win some games. It doesn't matter if it's by 1 point. A win is a win.
Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holla, coming to you live from Fort Worth, checking out the Northside Steers. Coach Turner, I appreciate you again.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
Beast of the week, who's making noise? Beast of the week, breaking news.